So, have you noticed anything different in the sky lately? If you've been outside before dawn, you might have felt it. There's a silent visitor that's arrived from the deepest, darkest parts of space, and for a really, really short time, it's putting on a show just for us. Let's get right into what's happening up there.
And yeah, the secret is out. This headline has been absolutely buzzing online, and for a very good reason. I mean, it's not every day we get a chance to see a comet that's bright enough to spot without some crazy expensive telescope. This amazing visitor has a name, C/2025 R3, but we'll just call it by its much cooler name, Comet PanSTARRS.
So, what is this thing, really? Well, this comet was first picked up way back in September 2025. The PanSTARRS telescope in Hawaii caught it when it was just a tiny, faint speck of light, but it's been making the long journey towards us ever since. And right now, this is the exciting part. It's making its closest pass by the sun, something astronomers call perihelion. Now, here's what makes this so special. It's the challenge. This isn't some easy-to-spot thing in the evening sky. Nope. If you want to catch a glimpse of this icy traveler, you've got to be dedicated. This is an exclusive pre-dawn show, and your window to see it is incredibly small, squeezed right between the dead of night and the bright glow of sunrise.
You know, the race isn't just against the sun. It's also been a race to get the right information. If you've been following this online, you might have seen some confusion. A bit of a mix-up about which comet is which. So let's just clear all of that up right now.
Okay, so here's the deal, plain and simple. There were two comets making headlines. The first, Comet MAPS, sadly got a little too close to the sun and poof, it disintegrated. The comet we are talking about, the one you can actually go out and see, is Comet PanSTARRS. It's here, it's brightening up, and it is the star of our show. All right, so now that we're all on the same page, let's get to the fun part, the how. Think of this as your personal guide to seeing this thing for yourself. I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know step by step. So here are the 4 key things you gotta do. First, and this is non-negotiable, you have to wake up early, like really early. Set that alarm for about 90 minutes before your local sunrise. Second, location, location, location. You need to find a spot with a totally clear view to the east and get as far away from city lights as you can. Third, you need a landmark in the sky, and our landmark is a famous pattern of stars called the Great Square of Pegasus. And finally, step 4, even though people are calling this a naked eye comet, trust me, your best, most amazing view is absolutely going to be through a simple pair of binoculars. And here it is. This is our celestial signpost. See that giant boxy shape in the eastern sky? It's made of 4 pretty bright stars. That's the Great Square of Pegasus. It's huge, it's easy to spot, and it is your starting point for this whole adventure. Now, here's the treasure map part. Between now and about April 19th, the comet is literally walking right across the bottom of that square. Just imagine connecting the 2 bottom stars of that box with a line. The comet's just moving right along that path, night after night. This makes it so much easier to just scan that area with your binoculars until you find that telltale fuzzy glow. So, I know what you might be thinking. Why on earth should I get up at 4 in the morning for a fuzzy patch of light? Well, it's because this isn't just any comet. Once you understand what you're really looking at, this whole thing goes from a neat curiosity to a truly profound experience. See, Comet PanSTARRS is what we call a long-period comet. That means it comes from the farthest, coldest, most distant edge of our solar system, a mysterious place called the Oort Cloud. These are cosmic icebergs on orbits that are so gigantic, they take centuries, or in this case, a whole lot longer, just to make one trip around the sun. So, just how long has it been? How long has this lonely traveler been flying through the dark since the last time it came anywhere near us? Well, this is its first time being seen by human eyes in 170,000 years. I mean, just let that number sink in for a second. This isn't a once-in-a-lifetime chance. It's more like a once-in-the-history-of-our-species chance. The last time this comet passed this way, our modern human ancestors were just beginning to walk the Earth. Looking at this comet is like looking at a true ghost from our planet's most ancient past. And that brings us to the final and most urgent part of our guide. This chance to see this ancient visitor is disappearing fast. The clock is seriously ticking, and the way the planets and the comet are moving, well, it's kind of working against us. And here's the great cosmic catch-22 of this whole thing. As the comet gets closer to the sun, it gets blasted with heat and radiation, which makes it glow brighter and grow a more impressive tail. Awesome, right? But At the exact same time, its path is taking it lower and lower to our horizon each morning, sinking deeper and deeper into the glare of the sunrise. So the very moment it's at its absolute brightest is also when it's going to be the hardest to actually see.
So you're gonna want to circle these dates. On April 14th, look for an absolutely beautiful sight. The comet will be hanging out next to a skinny crescent moon and the planet Mercury. Great for photos. On the 18th, for you astrophotographers, there's a cool bonus. The comet will pass right by a distant galaxy. And then, April 19th, that's the main event. That's perihelion. It'll be closest to the sun as it leaves the Great Square. After that, for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it's going to be pretty much impossible to see.
So there you have it. A visitor from 170,000 years in the past is here for just a moment, in the quiet time right before dawn. It's a challenge for sure. It's a real race against the sun. But the prize is this incredible connection to the sheer scale of time and space, and you can get it right from your own backyard. So the only real question left is, are you going to be there to see it?